Like probably everybody else in the world, we didn't really know what was going to happen. We just started to try and put a plan together to cope with whatever was going to come next. And when lockdown was announced, we felt at least like we'd already made some initial progress in thinking how we could get through it and continue to offer some kind of service. My name's Paul Gilsenan, and I'm the Chair of Trustees for the charity.
We realised that we would have to shut our doors, and we'd been trying to stay open for the kind of weeks preceding it. Nobody really knew what the future was going to hold. It was quite scary, I think, for all of the staff and all of the families that access the centre. My name's Jo Parsons. I'm the clinical lead here at Heel and Toe, and I'm in charge of the therapy team.
Obviously, a lot of our children are at high risk by nature, and so we closed the centres down. The impact on the children and their families obviously was immediate. We provide a service to the children where they come into our centres and get care, they get help, they get support, but they also get that sort of family feel as well.
At the time, we didn't know how long we were going to be locked down for, and the deterioration in James, it was massive. James's legs have got no movement at all. He needs a lot of physiotherapy, and when he wasn't accessing that through Heel and Toe, the deterioration in his legs were huge. I'm Karen Thompson. My son is James Thompson.
We actually also offered children some group therapy via video with the parents doing the therapy. It's very, very difficult to engage a 2-year-old on a video therapy session. For the parents that it did work for, they felt that they had a better appreciation of how to facilitate and how to help their children. And I think that was really empowering for those parents that were able to access it.
As a family at home, we did as much as we could. It's just not the same as having a trained professional who sees him, who has a range of activities that they know is going to help him. It's just never going to be as much as what we can access at Heel and Toe.
Everybody was willing to try anything to make therapy possible for these children who hadn't received anything because all of their NHS services had to be pulled away as well, just like ours did. Having sent out messages to parents to ask them whether they would be willing to come back, because that was one of our worries, is that parents wouldn't have the confidence to come back into the centre. And it was something like 80% of parents were very keen to come back even at such an early stage, so we were very surprised, and I think we're very determined to be able to make that happen.
We are still operating in the sort of post-lockdown environment almost, so still very much face masks everywhere in the building, hand washing, hand sanitising for everybody who comes in, and we're having to limit the number of sessions that we can offer because of the cleaning procedures and the enhanced germ control that we're trying to maintain to avoid any potential for the spread of COVID. We've had, 18 months / 2 years we're going on now where everything's changed in the charity, and we've managed to keep going through this pandemic and keep supporting families and children, but we need support from local people, from local businesses, because we want to continue to offer the kind of services that we always have and to continue to grow. Anybody who would like to get involved, anybody who could feel they can help or offer something to the charity, then please do.
It means so much to James and us as a family, but without this charity, we would struggle so much. I just know that if James hadn't have come here and come here as often as he did, he wouldn't be doing the things he's doing now. They help us and support us in many different ways, not just the therapy. It's really important to us that we have this charity and that we're able to access it for as long as we're able to.